Today we're here with Marilyn Russel, who has been such an inspiration for so many women throughout Philadelphia. I first met Marilyn about 6 years ago and was just in awe of her energy, her positivity, and just the way she commands a room when she walks in. I had the pleasure of sending her to Paris with my mom and got to know her even more than I already did. She's an amazing woman, and we can't wait to share our interview with her. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our second day of International Women's Day. We are so excited to be here with Marilyn Russel. I've known Marilyn for about 6 years now, and I still remember the first day I met her. I was so nervous to be on your show. I walked in and you just made me feel so comfortable. It's like, oh, this is easy. But we are so grateful that you're here and that you're doing this video with us.
I'm thrilled to be asked.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
I'm Marilyn Russel. I host mornings for 98.1 WOGL. Nobody plays more 80s. I'm not kidding. And I also have a specialty show called Marilyn Russell's Remarkable Women, because I've been showcasing women in various platforms since 2003. I actually had a blog called Woman of the Week, and then I took it on air in 2007, and now here it is in its third really scenario, with 3 radio stations here in Philadelphia, and of course the podcast at WOGL.com. As a woman who has been working in really what was a very male-dominated business back in 1993 when I got into this madness, I just wanted to have a platform to help showcase women and buoy our careers and our input into broadcasting. And so I feel like I've done my part there.
You've done an amazing job in the lunches that you've been able to put together as well.
We have another one coming up, by the way, April 26th. So this is our first one with WOGL and Entercom Broadcasting. So really fired up about it. Stay tuned.
I'm sure the answer to this question is yes, but did you face any obstacles to get where you are today? And
no.
Right? Just kind of soaring your way up. And what did you learn from those obstacles?
You know, it was a little bit challenging. I was a single mom when I got into this business, and so that was a big hurdle to jump. When you go to mornings and you're up at, 4 in the morning, and, I didn't have a lot of time to spend with my son. So that was probably the number one thing. Luckily, in business, people were very supportive of me, and maybe that's why I like to pay it forward now. There were 1 or 2 along the way, some jealousies and some not so nice guys that when I showed up, they're like, wait, what? You're here? Why? But eventually you just work through that kind of stuff. I mean, it happens in every business, not just radio. But there were some jealousies and a little, we're very competitive.
Yes.
So it's bound to happen. But I think juggling, being a single mom and running around like a crazy person was probably the biggest challenge. So I did leave radio for a little while and spend time being a mom. And I finally learned what my son loved for breakfast. And so that meant a lot to him and me.
Well, we applaud you for doing both.
Thank you.
Do you have any advice for any young women or girls that, either want to start their own thing or want to be in radio?
A lot of people there's naysayers everywhere, and a lot of people may try to talk you out of it, or they may try to conform you into something that you're not necessarily comfortable with. Just say no. Be yourself, be authentic, because there's no other you. We are all one of a kind, and that's the gift, and sometimes curse, but mainly a gift. Just don't let anybody try to tell you that their way is better. Of course, constructive criticism, you need to take all of that, but be true to yourself. I think authenticity, I'm a Philly girl through and through. I don't try to hide it. This is my market, my town, and how lucky am I that I get to do what I do in my hometown.
It's so true. And it kind of leads into our next question. What is it like to be a woman in 2018, especially in radio?
It's exhausting, but not because of radio, but because of all the technology that now comes with what we do. I mean, you think you do a radio show and you're done. Au contraire, mon ami. You are never stopping because there's Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and I'm kind of obsessed with all of them. And so there's just more work to be done. I secretly love it, but I complain all day about it.
If you could be anyone in the world, who would you be?
Oh, wow.
I know. Tough one.
I say this all the time. I'm going with Jennifer Lawrence just based on the fact that her every dress that she wears at every award ceremony is epic. And plus, talk about somebody who was very true to herself.
Exactly. I was going to say that.
Yeah, she really nailed it, and including dropping out of school at a very young age to pursue her passion. You have to go for it. And I think I love her.
That's such a great answer.
And that dress at the Oscars,
Yes.
I'm still.
And the picture of her climbing over the chair with her drink.
She's fearless.
Again, authenticity.
Fearless and authentic.
Yes. What is your number one bucket list destination
Australia.
right now?
It's always Australia. I haven't gone to Australia.
I'll take you.
I must get to Australia.
I'll take you.
And Russell Crowe lives there.
There you go.
Still obsessed with him all these years later.
What's the most exciting thing about working in radio?
It's exciting because, and there's so many things. There's people that come through the studio that you get to meet that you might not otherwise meet, including Russell Crowe, whose band came to town because I made them do it. It's fun to interview celebrities, obviously. It's fun to do Eat, Drink, and Be Marilyn. There's a lot of free food in my world, and that's always nice. Sometimes I do get a concert ticket here or there, and that's nice. There's so much. I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know where to begin. The list is long.
That's awesome. If you weren't a radio host, what would you do?
I'd be teaching. Definitely.
Oh.
And I'd maybe heading up a nonprofit, because that's sort of why I started Remarkable Woman. 70% of the show goes toward nonprofits and helping them stretch their dollar. We promote all the fundraisers that are happening in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So probably I'd be giving up time and half of my salary to go run a nonprofit, but I would do it very willingly, because that's the important work that's being done for sure.
It's funny, you're the second person that said they would be teaching if they weren't doing what they were doing.
Yeah, well, I mean, with this big mouth, what else would I do, Chloe?
Oh gosh. What is something people don't know about being on the radio?
They don't know how much work goes into one individual break. I mean, my producer will tell you, we sit and we talk about what's next. People think it's very easy to step up into a microphone and speak. There is a technique. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end. And I'm thinking about actually starting a master class of how to do podcasts with having an outline and a beginning.
That would be
and middle.
amazing.
Right?
I'd subscribe.
Okay, good. It's on.
I'll
Then
be
I
your
will
first
do it.
customer.
I think because social media allows us all to be our own superstars, that's great. But if you're going to get to the next level, you really should have some broadcasting experience. I'm not saying go back to broadcast school or anything like that, but find somebody who does know what they're doing, maybe a serial podcast or someone who's been in broadcasting a long time. The person who taught me works at another station, so I'm not going to talk about him, but he knows I love him. There is this command of the microphone that you have to grab that microphone and say, today you're mine. And then at that point, you've got the confidence to deliver the right information.
It's so true. When you listen to somebody on the radio, they kind of pull you in.
Right, but we have to do it in a natural way. You know,
Right.
the master is Stern. Nobody preps more than that guy.
Right.
That's why he's had a huge career. And, you have to prep. We don't just stroll in and go, hey, what's up? That's not going to fly. So you have to think about what you're doing and then speak. And it's more work than people realize, I think.
Yeah, so true.
Sorry, pardon me.
So now we are going to jump into the lightning round,
Okay.
which I just learned they did at the Oscars last night.
Well, they did this or that.
Okay.
Boxers or briefs type of
Well,
thing.
ours is kind of like that too. So interesting.
I'm not looking.
Yeah, you can't see them beforehand.
All right.
Okay, so we're only doing 6 of them. They're very random, super easy.
Okay.
First one, pizza or cheesesteak?
Oh my God. Can I get both? Pizza.
Yes, that's what I would say. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Mani or petty?
Both. Petty. Vibrate, they rub your legs.
The massage, it's true. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
French or English?
Oh, I wish I could speak French as well as you and your mom, and I want to be French in my next life for sure.
Last one, Italy or Spain?
Spain.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing this. We're so excited to be here and to have you, and you're just so amazing and so inspiring.
Happy International Women's Day and
yes.
happy Women's History Month. So tune in to win, cash, concert tickets, restaurant gift cards. We have it all. Weekday mornings, Monday through Friday at 98.1 WOGL in the mornings. But remarkable women, too. Sunday mornings at 6:30, I feature people like Chloe Johnston from the Chloe Johnston Experience. A lot of fabulous movers and shakers right here in Philadelphia and national as well. So we'd love to have you on board. Tell a friend.